Hi, I'm Gruenke, founder of the Balanced Runner System. I've been helping runners from beginner to Olympian improve their form and performance since 2003. And I'm here with another stuck-at-home running form tip from my living room to yours, helping you use this time as an opportunity to become a better runner. So I want to talk today about beautiful running posture. So if someone, and what it means when someone tells you, or a runner, that they have great posture when they run. So let's look at this. So what is usually meant by great posture? Usually it means that you're really upright, that your chest is really open, that your head is in line with your spine, and that your shoulders seem very relaxed and down. So translate that to running. Usually this phrase, great posture, you have great posture when you run, usually means the same thing, right? A person is running, and again, like their chest is open, their head is up, their shoulders are not hunched, and it looks beautiful. It looks dancerly even. It looks very healthy, and seems like a good thing. And a lot of coaches try and coach their runners to, or would like to see them develop similarly beautiful posture. But again, if we go through the specifics, so your chest is lifted, so open, that's complicated, but keeping it simple, chest lifted, shoulders down, head back, and upright. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that all four of those things are actually problematic for running. So what's good posture, or I prefer, as a Feldenkrais practitioner, I prefer the term organization, because Moshe Feldenkrais said posture is for posts, right? Posture is a great way to stand still, but a runner is not standing still. A runner is doing something. And most of the time we are doing something. And so is the way that you've organized your body really serving your intention in that moment. And so when you're doing different things, different ways of organizing your body will serve that intention. And what serves the intention of running is different from what serves the intention of standing upright or walking. So when you run, as I've said, you need to lean forward. And so right there, there's a conflict. The forward lean, you're not upright. And that is different from slouching. So a lot of people who will talk about running posture, I always want to put my leg back and make this as much like running as possible, are concerned about whether you slouch. And I would agree that this is not good. This does not serve your intention to run. So having a relatively neutral spine, but just on a forward angle, is what serves your intention to run. But lifting and opening your chest brings your weight back. It will mean that you have sore quads, you might have trouble with your knees, and you're not going to run as fast or as easily as you will if you lean forward. So in good upright posture, your head is up. In good running posture or organization, your face needs to move forward. And I've done a couple of videos now on that particular theme, that your skull needs to slide forward on your atlas vertebra, so you're not bending your neck, but you're just sliding it forward, and that makes a lean possible, and it also keeps your spine, it helps keep your spine neutral in a forward lean. Your shoulders, and here's the really tricky thing, is your shoulders are not pulled back, because pulling your shoulders back, well, A, you can see that it tends to lift the chest. B, it interferes with your core action because in your core action, your upper body needs to turn, and that means one shoulder needs to come forward while the other is going back, and vice versa. If you're pulling both of them back, they can't do that, but you also can't lean. So when you lean, let's see, here's me trying to lean and pull my shoulders back at the same time. And you'll see that, well, I've managed to arch my lower back, and move my upper body forward, but it's vertical. Like from here up, I'm vertical. And if I move my face forward, then the lean is continuous through my whole spine to my head. And that means that my shoulders are in a position like this, meaning they're rolled forward. They're sitting neutrally on my rib cage, but they are rolled forward relative to my head. So if I'm keeping my head upright, but I'm leaning my body forward, keeping my head upright, but I'm leaning my body forward, my shoulders are in and my internal feeling about where my shoulders are. Here, my shoulders feel under my ears. Here, my shoulders feel pulled back. Here, my shoulders feel rolled forward because they're in a completely different relationship to my ears or my jaw or my neck than if I were standing upright, even though I did not hunch them or lift them. So for a lot of people, this feeling of the shoulders being in this position sets off alarm bells about, oh, I'm hunching or I'm slouching. But hunching and slouching involve doing this. They make you round your upper spine, your whole spine really, and they make your shoulders get closer to each other across the front and farther apart across the back. So not slouching, slouching. In either case, my shoulders, however, are rolled forward as opposed to being upright. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And if you play around with that a little bit yourself, you'll see that this feels really different. But if you think again about yourself on a bike, your shoulders are in this position. Galloping a horse, your shoulders are in this position. Downhill skiing, your shoulders are in this position. But you would never say that you're slouching, right? So, and this would not be described as beautiful posture. But here's the funny thing, is if you shift all the way from this almost dancerly, very upright posture when you run, all the way into this when you run, people will still say you look great. Unless they have some sort of fixation on pulling the shoulders back or whatever, if they're just taking a general impression of, do you look comfortable? Do you look smooth? Do you look fast? They're going to have that feeling that you do. And they're going to be right. So think about your running organization differently than you think about standing or walking, and look for these hallmarks. So I'm going to put a link to my Mind Your Running challenge in the description below. So if you haven't done that, that's the place to start learning what it feels like, how to do these, how it feels to do these things, because you need to have the feeling from inside your body in order to control it. Having just the idea of what you're supposed to do isn't enough. You'll be constantly wondering if you're actually doing what you think you're doing. So developing the sensation so you can feel whether you're doing or not is what you need to do in order to improve your movement. So the Mind Your Running challenge is the place to start. A lot of the habits that would lead to this kind of running are quite deep ones and won't change overnight, and you probably need more of a learning process than just the Mind Your Running challenge. And I have a ton of materials for that, and best thing is my 6-week online camp. But if you want to go straight into a real learning experience, I'll put the link for that below as well. But one way or another, I hope that this has helped change your mental framework around posture and organization for running. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit like if you like this video so that YouTube knows to share it with other runners who need this information. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't so that you don't miss a video. And please check out all great resources I have for you on balancedrunner.com. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.